Hello, this is Jamie J, and I believe I am live on Facebook, or at least I hope I am live on Facebook. Pretty excited to talk about today the power of kindness in the workplace. Recently read an article that was sent to me. Actually, thank you so much. My girlfriend Sarah sent off to me, and it was an article that Gary Vaynerchuk wrote about kindness. And while I'm on and off again about Gary V, it was nice to see that someone else was talking about it. One of the things that when we were working on the new podcast that we just launched a couple weeks ago called Culture Eats Strategy, we were having a really hard time trying to figure out what our tagline was going to be. And we just thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And we came all these different things that we wanted to work on. And I had talked about first, like maybe the power of kindness. And I thought, man, that's really cool. And Sarah was like, it does. She wasn't feeling it. And we had all these different taglines. And it was brought to my attention by Kyle Lonett that said, Jamie, people think about you as a kind person. Why don't you talk about that? And somehow out of talking with all these different people and getting such wonderful feedback, we landed on leading with kindness. And one of the biggest things I think is with Bottleneck Virtual Assistants internally, anybody in the group, and we just got off a great meeting this morning, and there was a challenge that we found and identified. And it was really cool. Everybody on the team kind of bound together, and they weren't afraid of coming up with ideas. It's an opened culture, and I know it's so inspiring that I want this company to succeed and do well. And I want our prospects I want them to live. That's the reason we came up with Bottleneck, is so that we can help save them time and help them do what they want to do while the virtual assistants are doing what they want to do. Everybody's doing what they want to do, but in a positive environment. And I believe in my heart of hearts that leading with kindness is where it's at in this day and age. And the power of kindness in the workplace that I'm making reference to is alive and well within Bottleneck, 100%. When we have challenges, we had those right on. We make mistakes. It's okay. They're learning experiences. But you know what we do? We band together. Right now with the staff, we have a staff of 14. They work together on their own. They've taken the initiative to set up their own meetings. They've taken the initiative to create their own workflows to make the company better as a whole. Everybody's bought into the power of kindness within our own company, and it's just exciting to see the power of kindness working in our very own workplace, because what we want to do is be able to take this and share this with you. If you're finding, and this doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a person that has 14 people working with you. It could be you. It could be you and the way that you're working with vendors or with your other clients or with anybody that's in your sphere of influence. When you're creating something special in life, in business, whatever that may be, treat them with kindness. Simon Sinek said something that was really interesting to me the other day, and it really reinforced the fact why I love my girlfriend so much. What does this have to do with business? I'll tell you. What was really cool was he said something. It's not, that big, huge diamond ring that you get for your spouse. It's not the car that you buy for them. It's not you taking them out for dinner. You know what it is? And this relates to kindness in such a huge way that begs to generate lots of love. It's doing the small things, going to the fridge and going in and grabbing a water, but also grabbing a water for your spouse without them even asking. It's going in and taking a shower and wiping down the shower, when you're done with the shower. It's these little things done consistently that ultimately provides a bond between you and your spouse. He says you don't just press a button and all of a sudden you love somebody. No, it takes time. There's consistency. The same thing in a business. And using the power of kindness in the workplace does this consistent over time, being kind, doing the small things, reaching out, doing a little bit more over and beyond what it is that your job role requires of you. This is the power of kindness within the workplace that's steadfast, hardworking, and will ultimately bring the entire team up. This is a beautiful culture to be a part of. And just because you're kind to somebody doesn't mean that you're weak at all. It means that you have respect. When you show respect, you get respect. But here's the important factor. Don't be kind to get something out of it later. Just be kind. Be a good person, and things will come back to you later, but don't let that be the lead motivator in being kind. Be kind to help others, to bring others up, right? One of the other things he said is that if I had a fantastic day and my girlfriend had a terrible day, when I say he, I mean Simon Sinek, and she had a terrible day, and she says, "Oh, how was your day, hon?" "Oh, my day was terrible." You know what? Listen to her or him or whatever that relationship is. Don't tell them about your awesome day if they had a terrible day. Don't do that. Listen to them, be there for them, be kind, understand, be caring, be thoughtful. All of this is very, very powerful. So when you hear me talk about the power of kindness in the workplace, this is what I mean. I really hope that this resonates with you. And thank you so much for joining me. I do have to get running to my next meeting, but I did want to follow through and talk about this unbelievable topic. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you and listen to my new show, Culture Eats Strategy. It's fantastic. I love it. We get to talk about culture all day long, and we're interviewing some incredible people that we've already interviewed. We've also interviewed the CEO of FreshBooks and the CEO of Kajabi, and we have some more unbelievable interviews lined up. And I should say, Christopher Lockhead, I am so sorry. Conversations. They are not interviews. I'm trying to differentiate conversations and interviews there, just like he's done so doggone well. And if you haven't heard about Christopher Lockhead, go check out his podcast, Legends and Losers. It's unbelievable. Thanks to the entire team for helping out and everything you're doing. And if you want to learn more about us, go to bottleneck.online, where we help stop the bottleneck in your business. You can learn more by going to culture.bottleneck.online to listen to the podcast. Check it out. Love to hear what you think. We're on iTunes and Spotify, all those different places. But come by, check out the show notes, have links to everything. And any questions you have, or if there's topics you want to dive into and learn more about around building a nice company culture, team building strategies or techniques, please ask me what it is you want to hear about, and we'll definitely bring it up on a future episode. Thank you so much. My name is Jaime J., host of Culture Eats Strategy and founder and managing director of Bottleneck Virtual Assistants. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great one.